Ah, yes. It is oldie, but a goodie.
Ah, yes.
What a podcast it is.
Yeah, yes, it is. In fact, indeed, it is a podcast.
It is a podcast where two people in a town called Melbourne,
Yes, that's what the GPS says.
yes, talk about movies from the year 1994. And
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. But they then
You're wrong.
rate those R.
Anyway, we're watching True Lies this week. It's great.
Yeah, that's right. Films in order of films, and we rate oldie or goodie. That's the podcast. My name is Sandy Boy.
Hey, Sandy Boy, it's me, Zachy Boy.
Ooh, we're just two
boys. Looking to make it big.
Yeah.
But we're secretly not secret agents at all.
What? This week we're doing True Lies. I've seen this film probably once every 2 years since 2010.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you see this one a lot.
It happens to play on TV.
Yes.
Whether it's Foxtel or just whenever I go on holiday, this movie is playing.
Really?
No matter where I go.
Wow.
So I pretty much always watch it whenever I go on holiday.
Fair enough. I, as it turns out, have also seen this, but I did not remember it at all till I started watching it, and only halfway through I was like, oh, it's this movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right, yeah, no, I have seen this on TV.
Yeah.
As you have just stated.
It is definitely a TV movie, which is weird because it's also 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it is a long film.
I chose it out of two other options. One was Angels in the Outfield. Everyone's like, it's the baseball movie from 94.
Yeah.
The other option was Penthalon.
Yeah.
Which is about an athlete.
Yep.
A German athlete.
Yep.
Turns out his team and coach are all neo-Nazis.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, I gotta stop him.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Yep.
I watched it.
Yeah. So...
And we're gonna do a bonus episode on that coming up soon.
Yeah.
Should we do a bonus episode or should it just be a part of an episode?
I think a bonus, a small bonus.
Yeah.
Like a bonus.
We'll put that out at some point.
Yeah.
If not during this week, during next week. Whenever we record it.
Yeah.
I think you are going to watch Baby's Day Out as well.
Yes,
So
I'll watch that one, and then we can compare which is the best and or
Yes.
not best movie.
But no, we're talking about True Lies today.
We got to get to the movie.
Oof.
I love how ridiculous he is and everything. Just this buff dude with this thick accent just going around being an action hero and saying these silly quotes. It's great.
Yeah. His character is called Harry. So
Is he?
we'll probably call him Arnie.
I'm going to call him Arnold
Yeah.
for this because I got confused because he's a spy, he gets multiple names.
Yeah, he does.
And that confused me as to what his character name actually was.
All I remember is near the end, there's a point where someone goes, "Yeah, you got him, Harry," and I went, "His name is Harry."
Yeah, exactly. So I just call him Arnold.
Yeah. His wife her name is Helen, played by Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Eliza Dushku plays their daughter, whose name is Dana.
Dana.
She went on to play Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, damn.
Of course.
Good or bad?
Very good.
Nice.
Very good. But then she got her own TV show after that called Dollhouse, which is a lot of people are split on it.
Okay.
I think it's great.
Okay.
Is she good in it though? I don't know. Is the
Yeah.
point that she's kind of bland in it? I think so.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows.
Right, yeah. Sometimes you gotta leave a character slate blank so everyone can relate to it.
This film was written and directed by James Cameron.
Yep. Solid camo.
But nice. I don't know why James Cameron did this. It's a weird project for him.
Yes, but it's also not bad.
I would say it's his third best film, to be honest.
There you go.
I put it above Aliens, even though I like that film a lot. It's way too long. Actually, all of James Cameron's films are way too long.
Yeah. I think that's just a feature of James Cameron.
Yeah. Aside from the first Terminator, which I think is the best one. I don't know about you.
Really?
I really like the first one.
I personally like the second one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, which a lot of the internet will agree with me.
Yeah.
It's not a hard hill to stand on.
No, it's not.
But it was like, because Terminator 2 was actually the first one I saw. So it's like, it has that, like, advantage. But I can see, like, Terminator 1's also good. So
I really enjoyed the first one.
Terminator, good stuff. Not the last one. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that one.
I can't remember. What was that one? Oh, a Genesis.
Yeah, I don't want to...
That was alright.
Yeah.
The one with Christian Bale, I think, is just awful in every single way.
That one's woof. Anyway.
But yeah, like, it's an interesting thing for James Cameron, because, like, after this, he did Titanic, and then Avatar, and before this, he did Terminator and Aliens. It's like, I'm just gonna do a little spy comedy.
Yeah.
In the middle.
I think like he just wanted to do a spy film, probably.
And he did it well, I think.
And he was like, hey, this is a good one, let's do that.
Yeah.
And just made it.
69% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
Cinema score of A.
Yeah. Well deserved. I think like 70s about where this film is.
Yeah, I would say like 73 to 76. It costs somewhere between 100 and 120 million.
Yeah.
What do you think it made?
Well, it's on TV Rewind, so it's hard to say about that one. But I'd say so how much? 100?
100 to 120. Yeah.
Right. Then I'd say at least 200 million-ish.
I mean, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or let's go big numbers. We'll go 550.
Oh, okay. Nah, you overshot.
Okay.
Somewhere in the middle.
Oh, right. Like 350.
380. Yeah.
380. Yeah. 380. Yeah. I think that's deserved. It was an enjoyable film.
Yeah.
A spoiler alert. If we haven't conveyed that already. Yeah.
I mean, I said I liked it last episode.
Yeah. So
although, I don't know if I liked it as much as I remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very rewatchable, but I rewatch it a lot. So...
I don't know. I thought it was I've seen it before, and I thought it was pretty reasonable on the rewatch.
I really enjoyed it. It opens though with some font. What did you think of the font?
I was going to ask you the same thing. I had it right here, ready to go. Like font, let's go, because it has some interesting font.
Interesting font.
It like fills the screen with this very fat sort of font, then like turns it.
Yeah.
Now the shadow of the font is the second, so it's like true lies.
Yeah,
which is cool. It was a cool effect.
It was like a James Bond video game.
Yeah,
and I was like, I like that.
You liked it. You liked it.
It's very cheesy and very silly.
It's very cheesy.
But I didn't mind.
Yeah, no,
not as bad as Speed.
I thought it was cool. I do like the classic like turn it and now the shadow. I like shadow letters. I think that's a cool way of doing letters.
It is good.
I was pretty pleased. I thought that was a fine intro. The cheesier the better for me, honestly.
Sure, for sure. Especially when it's Arnie.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yes, give me those cheesy one-liners, and this movie provides. It's great.
Got a lot of them.
It's golden. I love it.
Let's jump into the movie. It opens in Switzerland.
Yes,
nice snowy evening.
Where you've got this big mansion. And it's like this big mansion with like security guards and other things, and then we see like a scuba diver sneak under the ice underneath all these guards, and then like sneakily pop up, and he takes off his mask, and it's Arnold. Yay!
What a surprise.
Yep.
And he's like, I gotta get out my comms, and he quickly talks to his team in the van. Is like, I'm in, and they're like, yeah, cool.
They have some cool code language going. Yeah, it's like they half use the code language, half just normally talk to each other, which I found amusing.
The team in the van was pretty good for the most part of the movie.
I think they're good backup characters.
Yeah,
I think
right.
Like support characters.
Yeah. I can't remember any of their names. We'll say the older guy and the
intern.
Young tech dude.
Tech dude. Yeah, that works.
But they're pretty great.
Yeah.
So his job is to go into this party being put on by some billionaire that they think is funding some terrorists.
Classic James Bond break into a party, acting like you're meant to be there,
Yeah.
you know, hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
He, like, bumped into a person and then, like, shook them the hand and is like, Colonel, good to see you. And
Yeah.
the Colonel was like, likewise, it's been too long. And then turns and he's like, who was that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
it was good. It was good.
We're introduced to Juno. She's an archaeologist / she sells
Yeah, antiques
old
and other
antique
stuff.
things.
Yeah, to rich people. And so she's at this place, you know, trying to butter up the rich guy, and she bumps into Arnold and they lock eyes, and then of course she talks to him.
And then he goes into the guy's room, sets up a modem. We get some great 90s hacking.
Outside, one of the guards spots the hole that he cut out of the ice to sort of escape, and the guards going on alert, so they're like, oh, Arnold, you gotta get out of there. The guards are going haywire out here. And the guy says, all right, what's your plan on getting out? And he's like, I'll walk through the front door. And so he walks out, and then one of the guards comes over to it. Sir, have you got your invitation? And he's got, I've got my invitation right here. Click, boom, explosion.
Yeah.
God, I love the quotes.
Oh, dear. And then the chase, he gets chased by some speeders, which is
Yes,
really
and
good.
some dogs.
And oh, those poor dogs. He just
Yeah,
like...
No, I love this. These dogs chase after him and then go to jump on him, because I was like, oh, he's being chased by dogs. This is unrealistic. They would catch up to him. They then caught up to him, and I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, they jump on him. He grabs them both by the heads and, like, clonks them together, knocking them to the ground. And he's like,
oh, that's poor dog.
Stay.
It's ridiculous.
I love it. The quote, stay. And then, like, Kip's running, and the dogs are like, oh, all right, fine then. It's good.
But yeah, and then he escapes, and it's good opening.
Yeah.
It tells
he
you
shoots some
everything.
bad guys.
It tells you everything you need to know about the film.
It's good.
He then goes home, and we're introduced to the family.
Yep.
He brought a snow globe for his daughter because he was like his cover. Because spoilers, he's lying to them.
What?
If it didn't get it from a title, it's a bit of a lie.
But they're true lies.
Nah. They're pretty false lies, actually.
They're actually just regular old lies, actually.
They think he's like
a tech businessman.
Yeah.
Who goes to like these conventions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, he's going out of town every other week. It's
Yeah.
almost like he's a
no.
secret agent.
What's going on?
Or some sort of random thing.
And he has got a snow globe and hands it to Dana, and she's like, snow globe, and chucks it in the bin. I'm like, come on. What's going on there?
Yep.
The following morning, Dana's up to more mischief.
Yeah. She, so his coworker comes in and puts his, like, jacket on the chair and sets up, like, a little camera thing. It's like this cigarette box with a camera in it.
Yeah.
And, like, is showing it to Arnold. And Arnold looks through it, and they see Dana just go over to the jacket and pull out some cash and then run out the door. And, of course, Arnold is like, Dana, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Why
exactly
am I
like
Italian
that.
there? Like that. What are you doing?
That was very Italian.
yeah.
But that's cool.
What are you doing? Dana, come back. And, of course, she jumps on her, like, boyfriend's motorcycle.
Who we never see again.
Yeah, we never see again.
He's only
It's
in this
just
scene.
great. And then they speed off.
Yeah.
It's great.
Arnold's like, we didn't raise her to steal.
We didn't raise her to steal. I cannot believe this has happened.
And the coworker is like, oh, you're not her parents anymore. Her parents are Axl Rose and Madonna.
Yeah.
It's like, that doesn't... Okay.
Yep.
And then the coworker then proceeds to talk about Dana's sex life even though she's 14.
Yeah, no.
And this goes on for a minute.
Yeah, no. The coworker throughout this film is just like the worst conversationalist ever.
Yeah, a little bit awkward knowing what went. What was happening behind the scenes on this film with her as well. But, yeah, that was a weird scene.
Yeah, no, it was pretty weird.
More weird.
So then, they head off to the office, which is like a regular office in the middle of, the workplace. It's pretty boring. Like he's got a suitcase and everything, but they open a secret door and go into this secret base in this building. Walk inside. They have to like put in their voice, like authorization, put their handprints on. It's pretty cool.
It was good.
was a good scene.
Very Men in Black again. That whole bit was very Men in Blackish. And then like later on in the movie, where they're talking about we got to go on a mission. Very Mission Impossible-ish. So kind of combined all that, and I think inspired elements of those two franchises as well, which we'll get into because there are some scenes coming up that movies released now directly rip off.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Anyway, they think that this guy at that party that they were at is working with a bunch of terrorists and is kind of funding their operation to bring a whole bunch of nukes into the country.
Yeah. They see some like dodgy transactions from this bank and they're like, this must be it. And then their boss guy is like, yes, that's great, but you need some hard evidence.
Yeah, you need some, to quote, you need some rock hard proof, even though their proof's kind of limp at the moment.
They find out the evil lady, what's her name?
Juno, yeah.
Juno is actually in the city.
Yes.
And has like a workplace there. It's like, okay. How about we go check her out?
Yeah. She's got like a bunch of like Persian architecture and stuff.
And so he's like pretending to be this business guy who wants to buy all this stuff. So he like talks with her for a bit, then leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's revealed that the workers, quotation marks, that were around there were actually the terrorist guys who were in charge.
And they're paying her to smuggle in all this stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those guys follow Arnie in like a car or whatever, and the guy's like, we're being followed. Gonna have to cancel your birthday party.
Yeah, because he was meant to have a birthday party with his family. And he's like, well, that's the thing with terrorists. They're really inconsiderate when it comes to schedules.
Great quotes.
Good quote.
And so they park the car. Arnold gets out. He starts walking.
Yeah.
Then two of the bad guys sort of follow him.
Mm-hmm. 2 out of 3 that are in the car.
Yeah.
They go into a bathroom. We get a very good action sequence. That is the exact same scene as the Henry Cavill fight versus Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 6. It's the same.
Oh, really?
It's the same scene.
Wow.
I think the Mission Impossible one's a little bit more full on.
Yeah.
And more kind of fist fighty, but it's the same scene.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure that was the old man in the cubicle. Yeah. It's the comic relief. It's like, they're fighting, and there's some old guy being like, what's going on inside the cubicle?
Yeah. Oh, that was great. Yeah.
I think that was James Cameron.
Oh, really?
It looks like him.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
He made a cameo. That's great.
But yeah.
So anyway, there's this bathroom shootout. He takes out the 2 bad guys. Then the 3rd bad guy,
who I think is the leader.
Yeah,
the leader of this terrorist group.
Yeah.
Turns out his name his name is the Sand Spider.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because it's a scary name.
Yeah, because it's like, why is he called that? I don't know, probably a scary name or something.
Yep. Well, anyway.
He sneaks off, and then we get this long chase scene.
Yep, it's a car chase with the team in the van following behind.
Yep.
We got the bad guy on a motorbike, and Arnie, as you do, grabs a horse.
Yep.
A great quote as well. Yeah. He's like, I need you to cut him off at the intersection, then call for backup, but make it quick because my horse is getting tired.
Yeah, and the guy's like, a horse?
A horse.
Yeah.
Then they ride through a casino.
Yes.
And it's the same scene from The Last Jedi. Again.
Oh, right.
2 movies
stolen.
Came out in the they came out fairly recently.
Yeah.
Ripping off scenes from True Lies. What's going on
That's true.
here?
That's true. This is a great scene. I love how he's chasing a guy on a motorcycle on a horse.
Yeah.
That he's borrowed from a police
very
officer. Good. It's great.
They go into some elevators as well.
Yes, so you have this one guy on a motorcycle in an elevator, and this other... Oh, this is like one of my favorite scenes, is when he's sitting on a horse in an elevator with 2, like, old people. Yeah. And then, like, the wife's like, say something. And the guy's like, that's a fine animal you have there. it's great.
It is good.
That's
It's good.
a fine animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this is probably the best action sequence in the film. This whole bit, because like it's very good.
Like it's pretty original compared to the other stuff, which is just guns, explosions, and stuff. This is like a motorcycle on top of and a horse on top of a building. That's new.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one. Sort of thing. But,
they get to the roof of the building.
Yeah.
And as you do, the bad guy's like, oh, there's nowhere to go. Guess I'll jump across the two buildings and land in a swimming pool across the street.
Yeah. He rides this motorcycle, like, jumps it off into this other thing. And I was like, whoa, that was pretty good.
It also looked very good.
Yeah, it was very
good.
Cool. Very cool.
And then Arnie's like, I'll do the same with the horse.
Yes, but... as he's riding the horse like stops just at the edge because the horse, doesn't want to jump.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, like obviously because that would be insane. And so Arnold is like, "What kind of police officer are you?"
Honestly, leave the horse alone.
Yeah.
Poor horse.
Yeah, it was great.
It's stuck on the top of a building now.
Yeah. That poor horse. He's probably terrified.
But anyway.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
The bad guy escapes and they're like, well, I guess we'll go home.
He's in the area of his wife's work. So he's like, you know what? I'll stop by, to say sorry that I missed my party and all that. And as he gets there, the women are talking that she's got a phone call from the mysterious Simon.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait a minute, who's this mysterious Simon? And then she has a chat with him on the phone, and she's like, meet up, okay. And he's like, oh my god, my wife's cheating on me.
Oh no.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then he races back to work and is like, you, buddy, put a phone tap on my wife.
Yeah.
I want to know everything that's happening.
And he's like, I can't do that. That's illegal. And he's like, we do illegal stuff all the time. Yeah. Just do it. Yeah.
So yeah, turns out they're going to have a meeting tomorrow. And so he's like, I know what I'll do. I'll be like, oh, well, let's have lunch tomorrow. She won't go.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then we get a weird scene that made me very angry.
Yeah.
He's upset. He's at home. He's like, oh, my wife's cheating on me and I'm feeling a bit down. So he is like, I'll take the dog for a walk.
Yep.
This small dog, very small dog, goes for a walk in the middle of a storm.
Yeah.
That poor dog. I think one thing we have realized about Arnold's character is that he doesn't like animals. Doesn't respect the horse.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Takes a dog out for a walk in the middle of a storm.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a very fluffy little dog.
It was
small,
though.
It was a very small
smaller
dog.
than my cat, and my cat's smaller than most cats.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
But that was, Anyway, they follow her to her meeting with Simon the following day.
Yeah. And we see that she's talking with this guy. Love this character, by the way. Just
played by Bill Paxton. So good.
Yeah. Very silly. Very dumb.
Yeah. They realize through various assortments of things that they have bugged in her purse that Simon is telling her that he is a spy.
Oh, right. Yeah. And that it was in fact he that was chasing the bad guy on the horse on the roof. Like,
although he says, and I quote, "Oh, I can't take credit though. It's the training. It shapes you into a lethal instrument."
Yeah. It's great.
You just react within a microsecond without thinking.
Yeah, this is the point in the movie. I was like, oh, I've seen this movie. Yeah, I was like, oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, because up until this point, it's funny, but it's not really a comedy.
Yeah.
This is where it's 100% a comedy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Arnold follows him.
Yes.
Back to where he works, I believe.
Yes. He follows him back to his work, and turns out Simon is not only a lying, scoundrel.
Yeah.
He's also a used car salesman.
Of course he is. Of course. And he comes in as a potential buyer of a vehicle.
Yeah.
And
that seems to be his go-to undercover move.
What?
He did it with Juno. He's doing it with Simon.
What do you
I
mean?
want to buy one of your things. Show me everything.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But yeah.
And so he like gets he's like the sports car and they take it out for a drive, and they have this like long conversation where he talks about, oh yeah, the cards they're all about getting the ladies. And he's like, oh yeah, huh?
So he gets back home. They get another transcript of the wiretap, revealing that Simon and Curtis are going to be meeting up that evening.
Yes.
So he's like, we'll follow them. We won't just follow them. I'll use all the resources from the Omega sector
Oh yeah.
to let me know exactly where they are at all times.
Yep. So he gets a helicopter in
Yep.
to keep an eye on them, just track them throughout the city. They like chase them. They follow them back to this like trailer park area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they basically storm the place.
Yes. So the guy's trying to convince her to go to Paris with him
Yes.
because he's like saying, "Oh, we've got some missions in Paris and blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
But then Arnold just storms the place with like a SWAT team.
Yeah.
And like kidnaps them pretty much.
Pretty much kidnaps them.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like kidnaps them.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked the scene where Curtis is like, no, get away from me, and just starts like beating up all the guys. And one of them, I think, attempts to grab her, but Arnold's like, don't you dare, and just like knocks him out.
Oh, right. Yeah. He knocks the SWAT guy out.
Yeah.
It's like, try to grab his... It's funny. It's great. It's great. We then get to the scene where they've got the wife and the guy like in a concrete interrogation room.
Yeah. Very large interrogation room.
Yeah, it was very spacious. Very spacious. And he like interrogates his own wife.
Yep.
But with like a voice changer, so she doesn't recognize.
The whole conversation is like, yeah.
How long have you known this terrorist? Blah blah blah. And it's like, have you had intercourse with him? She's like, that's none of your business. And then,
and then though she does burst out into a monologue at some point, like when he asks why, and it's like, well, I wanted more excitement in my life, and her monologue is like fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great monologue.
She goes from like screaming to crying to back to screaming, and it's really good.
It's really good. And then
she almost breaks the window.
Oh yeah, she picks up her stool and like nearly breaks the window because they kept asking her if she had banged into it. It's like, no, I haven't, and it just slams against this glass. It's cool.
Yeah, it's good. But then they are basically like, oh, look, here's the deal. You could go to prison, spend the rest of your life there in jail, or work with us on one job and you're out.
And so...
And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then I think this is my favourite quote. Arnold's like, you will be contacted. Their code name will be Boris. And yours will be... Natasha? No, Doris.
Yeah, and then so the wife, she gets like in this like fancy dress, meets at this like hotel place.
Yeah, her mission is to bug a suspected terrorist guy.
Yes.
Spoilers, it's Arnold.
Yeah. It's just Arnold pretending.
Yeah, he's got like a tape recorder with...
Yeah. It's great because he's got
lines on it.
all these set lines.
Yeah.
And he like using it pretty well for the most part, but then it's sort of he presses the wrong button.
Yeah.
Couple of times, and there's some funny shenanigans there.
There's some really good comedic timing in this. Like just when she's about to enter the room, she just like slightly trips over.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah.
She does a bit of a dance and like falls over at one point, and it's like just like straight back up. It's like, that's good. It's good. Very good comedic timing.
As it's revealed that it's not in fact some random terrorist, it's actually her husband.
Whoa. Bit of a jerk move, but okay.
Yeah. Look, honestly, Arnold, probably not a great move on your part.
Honestly, his character in this is just
not a great person.
No. But if it's a play up of Bond, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Bond
that's fair. Not a good person either, so yeah, that's fair.
Anyway.
As that's revealed, like, terrorist guys burst through the door.
Yeah.
And, like, actually kidnapped them. Because it turns out the terrorists, like, had located where he was.
Yeah. We're never really told how.
Yeah,
The terrorists kind of disappear for 45 minutes while all this stuff is going on.
Yeah.
And then just come back at this point. But
Yeah,
whatever.
it works.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, they take him to a island. Just off the coast.
This is great because it's like the lady is then revealed to be like a bad guy.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I see. So you're actually an agent. We found that you were this agent. And who's this?" And it's like, "Oh, that's some crazy lady I found off the street." And she's like, "No, I'm your wife."
Yeah.
And she keeps insisting that she's his wife, and he's trying to pretend that she's some random lady so that she'll like be let go. But of course they find out that she's actually his wife, and
as you said, Juno is fully evil at this point. We see the original terrorist leader guy, the bad guy.
Yes.
He shows up again, and he's like, haha, yes, we shipped in all these things from Persia. Great thing about Persia is it's in the area where everyone is currently fighting. Has a bunch of nukes.
Yes. And so in the like statues that they've imported, they're hiding all these nukes.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's cool. I liked that.
Yeah.
I thought that was
It was a good
cool.
reveal.
Yeah. They were like transporting these nukes secretly in these giant statues. So
I liked how he's like, hey, Arnie, well, do you know what this is? And he's like, yeah, I know what it is. This is just an espresso machine. Oh, no, it's a snow cone maker. No, wait, water heater?
yeah. It's like, it's good.
Because I guess he's still trying to hide the fact that he's a spy.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know why.
Yeah, he's still like insisting. He's like trying to pretend he's just this like office worker dude.
Yeah.
But like,
Anyway.
I think he was just, making fun of the freaking terrorists.
He likes having fun on everyone else's expense, this character.
Yeah, he likes having fun on the job. So anyway, they're tied up and Arnold is given a truth drug.
Yes, that's right.
But it takes a bit of time to take effect. So in the meantime, the wife interrogates him on just stuff.
This is a funny scene.
Yeah, so she's like, okay. He's like, yeah, just ask me anything I'd normally lie about. And she's like, are we gonna die? And he's like, yep. We're probably gonna get tortured and shot in the head or all of the above.
Yeah.
And she's like, good. Great. No, shut up. I don't need... Yeah.
I liked when she was like, have you ever killed anyone? Yeah, but they were all bad. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
And then, like, the interrogator guy is like, Oh,
yeah. He's like, any last words?
Oh, that's right.
And the guy, he's like, oh, yeah, I was going to mention I'm going to kill you. And he's like, oh, how are you going to do that? He explains that he's going to, like, grab him, use it as a human shield, then pick up the scalpel and throw it at the guard to kill him, and then probably snap your neck.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, and how are you planning to do that?
Well... Yeah, no, the handcuffs you put me in?
Yeah, what's the problem with the handcuffs?
Yeah, I escaped from... No, I can't do the accent. I escaped them. I broke out of them.
I picked them. And then he grabs him and uses him as a human shield, picks up the scalpel, throws it at the guard, kills him, and then snaps the guy's neck.
Exactly.
Just like he said.
As you do.
Which is great. I like it because it's like the truth drug. He told him exactly what he was going to do, and then he did it.
Then the truth drug mysteriously wears off after the scene.
No, there is a bit where he's like trying to shake it off. There's like a very small scene.
Yeah, there is, you're right.
Yeah, because he goes like, whoa, good thing I'm recovering from that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Then we get a big old action scene. It's very classic James Cameron.
Oh yeah, big explosion, lots of guns going off. There's like... He picks up a flamethrower at some point and just mowing down the place. There's this huge fire going on.
Yeah.
Oh, he gives his wife like an Uzi or whatever, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Which is great.
That was fun. But like, it's very James Cameron in like the color palette.
Yeah,
That's a James Cameron film.
Yeah, you're right.
It's set at night. There's a lot of brown. There's a lot of green.
But there's also this big fire in the night. So there's a lot of light from this fire with the night as sort of the background.
I think it's just before it gets the flamethrower, there's a part where he's like sneaking around behind crates and swapping between a pistol and like an automatic weapon to take care of people.
Yeah.
It's basically Uncharted for like a minute.
Yeah. It's great.
It's cool.
It's really good. Like a big fight scene.
Yeah. Juno then takes Curtis hostage because they think that Arnold has died because he fell into a lake.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, where is he? Oh, he's dead.
Yes, but you're going to need multiple lakes to... In fact, Arnold is quite good with traversing lakes, as we've seen at the very start of the movie.
Exactly.
So, haha,
I think
surprise.
You need an entire ocean to get
you needed an entire ocean to call him. Anyway,
that is a movie I would see. Arnold versus Ocean.
The ocean. He's actually like the king that wanted to like fight Poseidon.
Yeah.
That like.
Oh, that would be a good film.
That would actually be great. Where he just got his soldiers to like stab the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
That would have been funny. So they take her hostage, and then he's like, well, I'll go meet up with my team, and then we'll intercept them.
Yep. They get in like a helicopter and get the whole like squads out.
There's some jets. It's all happening.
It's pretty cool. Meanwhile, in like a limousine.
Yes.
The main bad guy, female, she's holding a gun to the wife. She's like, yeah, we got to get out of this. You got the hostage.
And Arnold's like, I'll save you.
And they like swoop down in the helicopter. Arnold like stretches out, but it's just not quite
of course.
there. And she's reaching out of the limousine. The bad guy like looks up and is like, oh no. The wife leaps, grabs the arm, and they pull them out, and then the friggin' limousine just launches off the bridge into the ocean.
That's right. We don't see an explosion or anything, though, so Juno could still be alive.
Yep.
We don't know.
Sequel?
Maybe.
After all this time?
Maybe.
Anyway.
That's right. Then it's revealed.
Oh, yes.
Then it's revealed that the big leader dude, the spider, has just casually kidnapped their daughter off screen.
Yes, because he like finds his wallet and sees that they have a daughter.
Yeah.
And so has gone to kidnap their daughter. And so Arnold does the rational thing.
Yeah.
Arnold, as the rational human he is,
Yep.
takes one of the jets.
Yes.
From the army guys. And they're like, hang on. And he's like, nah, it's mine now. So he takes the jet.
Yeah. Flies over to the building where the guy is holding Dana.
And Dana, she makes an escape attempt, but just gets sort of higher up on the building.
Yep, she does the classic kid thing. Oh, I'll escape by climbing up a crane.
Yes, of course.
Smart idea.
Yep, and of course the bad guy just follows her.
Yeah.
Because where is she going to go?
There was a pretty good scene, though, like, after they escape, Arnold in, I would say, poorly rendered jet.
Yeah, it was...
Doesn't look very good for pretty much all of this film. But whatever, it's fine.
It's fine.
It kind of adds to the vibe of like a of like a 90s action film.
Yeah.
He just aims it at the floor where all the terrorists are.
Oh, yeah.
And just lets loose on the entire floor.
Yeah. And they just all die.
It's just...
Which is great.
It's ridiculous.
And then he like flies underneath the crane. She's like, Dad? And he's like, get in the chopper.
Yeah.
And then she jumps in the jet, and the bad guy's like, nope, none of that, good sir. As he like shoots it up and like tries to jump on the jet. And like they have this punch out while he's struggling with the controls.
But then he tips the jet, and the spider, he lands on a missile.
Yeah, like his like the back of his collar gets caught on one of these missiles. And meanwhile, there's this like bad guy chopper that's been flying around trying to shoot them. And he has my favorite quote
I
this
knew this was
film.
going to be a favorite.
You're fired.
As he fires the missile.
Which launches the missile and the bad guy at the helicopter in this huge explosion.
So dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's good.
So good.
It's good.
I loved it so much.
Oh, dear.
It was brilliant.
that whole... Because, like...
Hey, bad guy. You're fired.
Oh, dear.
It's classic. I love it so much.
And, yeah. With the family reunited, it's revealed 1 year later now that Jamie Lee Curtis also has been hired by this spy place.
Yes.
They
So
work
now-
under the nicknames Boris and Doris.
Yes, of course. And yeah, there's this little sort of end scene where they bump into the car guy again.
Yep.
And he wets himself.
Yep. And that is True Lies. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it's a great film. It is probably 20 to half an hour minutes too long.
Yeah, they should.
But I don't really know what they would have cut out.
There's a lot of like little scenes, which is like the explaining of this and that. They have like these little setups and stuff.
I think maybe, like the intro could have been shorter. That would have saved a bit of time.
Oh yeah, I'm
that.
sure there's some
But,
other things, but I think like overall, I think it uses the 2 hours well compared to a lot of other films. I'm definitely giving it a good.
I'm definitely gonna give it.
It's an Arnold movie. He makes the quotes. That's all I need, and then the rest of the movie is actually good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
a
like
good movie.
you've got Arnold just being himself. You've got Jamie Lee Curtis being the fantastic actress that she is.
Yep.
Bill Paxton, incredible comedic actor, just being a jerk.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
obviously not as good as Lion King or Forrest Gump, but I would definitely watch this again before rewatching Forrest Gump, I think.
Really? Wow.
Because Forrest Gump is very good if you watch it like once every 10 years, I think. Whereas
right. This is like you see it and like forget it and then come back to it and then enjoy it again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
I think it's better than Speed.
Better than Speed.
I would say it's better than Speed.
Yeah,
because
I'm torn.
Yeah.
I think Speed is like a classic film. I think it's slightly better than Speed.
Yeah.
It's better in different areas.
It depends what you want in an action film.
Yeah, it's like more comedy than Speed was. Whereas Speed's less comedy, more action.
Yeah. No, I'm really
Goodies.
glad we got to rewatch this movie.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
I am glad I did because I didn't realize I had watched the movie till we watched it. So yeah.
That's great. Well, that's 2 goodies from us. Let's do some sequels.
My sequel, I kind of spoilt it.
Yeah.
Was The Lady. Because we don't actually...
Juno,
yes, we don't actually see her die.
No.
My usual thing is to add a war scenario in.
You're doing the war again.
But
Fair
no.
enough.
No.
Okay.
No. Because that would be too easy. He's already part of the secret agency preventing wars.
Yeah, okay.
No. So what happens is she comes back as a zombie.
Okay.
Like an aqua...
What? Where does this come from?
Because she makes a deal with some Peruvian god or something.
What? Okay, so now you're
Yes,
introducing.
I'm introducing the
gods.
supernatural
All right.
garbage to this. She's a bit like the Mummy almost. But she's bent on revenge against Arnold and the family, and she knows where they live. The parents are out on a mission. Of course, the daughter's there. And the daughter gets like caught up by the zombie, and she's like, "I'm going to use you as bait." That's my sequel. Did you have something to
One
improve
thing
it?
to make it better, to save their daughter, they need to know the history of the Peruvian god.
Ah, right.
So they enlist historian and codebreaker Ben Gates. That's right, National Treasure crossover. Nicolas Cage is in it.
No, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and Arnold Schwarzenegger together.
That'd be
What a
good.
brilliant combo.
Even bring in Brendan Fraser, cross over the Mummy if you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. They need an expert on the abnormal.
So it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's Brendan Fraser, it's
and
Nicolas Cage.
All team up to defeat this.
I would watch that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah. Cool.
Brilliant.
My idea is a spin-off.
Okay.
Feel free to add to this as well.
Yeah,
I don't really have a plot, but I want a film
Yeah.
where it's Simon doing his thing. And
Yeah.
Is a bit of a con artist.
I forgot about the car salesman. That's a good sequel idea. So
Yeah.
it's him going around just conning people.
Yeah,
into
exactly. It's partly just because Bill Paxton's great. I think to make it work as well, you'd need maybe 2 cop characters kind of following him.
Yeah.
They are technically the good guys, and obviously, like, he is
Yeah.
the endearing
Yeah.
of sorts. But yeah, that's our ideas there for a
That's
sequel.
cool. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, we need more of that guy because he was very silly, very great.
James Cameron did have plans to make a sequel.
Yep.
In 2002, but he cancelled them after 9/11 happened because he went, terrorism is no longer something to be taken lightly, and I don't want to make a comedy about it. So that's fair. That's very fair enough.
Yeah.
And we haven't really heard anything about a sequel since then. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
probably cancelled.
Fair.
That is good reason, especially around that time. A lot of
Yes.
action films got cancelled around then as well.
Yeah, no.
But I think True Lies 2 could work. I don't know how you do it now. It's a little bit too far off, I think.
I don't know. You make another film, another terrorist group.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, that is True Lies. If you liked the episode, we do this every single week.
Yep.
We've got, this is episode 27. We're like over halfway through the year, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
Got a whole back catalogue if you haven't heard any of them yet. Definitely check them out. And yeah, if you want to have listen to those, you can find them on your Spotify's. You can find them on iTunes / whatever's replaced iTunes.
Yes, the podcast thing.
Yeah. Pretty much every podcast platform, we're on it, so you can probably find them there.
YouTube's.
Yep, sometimes.
Sometimes, as long as YouTube works, which it never does.
Yeah, all that. We're on Facebook if you want to get in touch.
like
Best way is
our
probably
Facebook
message.
page.
Yep. We're on Instagram. You can follow us there. We've got an email.
Yep.
It's in the episode description if you want to shoot us some feedback.
Yeah.
All that. It's all fun. That's all
Cool.
there. Let's choose what is happening next week. Zach, it's your
so
choice.
what we got?
You've got 3 choices. One of them is called North.
Okay, not very descriptive there.
It's Elijah Wood.
Oh, I do love Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
It's him as a kid, and he's really, really good at everything.
Oh,
And he's like, I'm going to travel the world.
okay.
So he does. And that's the film.
Interesting. What genres is it?
I think it's like family comedy.
I do like Elijah Wood though. So
yeah. You've got The Client.
The Client. Ooh.
It's a legal thriller about a young kid who finds information about someone's murder. But will the kid tell the police or not?
Sounds like a very dumb premise.
It's
Not gonna lie.
It's directed by Joel Schumacher, best known for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. He also did some good movies before those two. But yeah, you got that one. And then your third choice. This is a small film about a dog. A dog called Lassie.
Oh, Lassie.
Yeah.
Wait, Lassie's on this?
Yeah, the 1994 version of Lassie.
Let's watch Lassie.
Really?
Lassie's a classic.
You want to go for Lassie?
Yeah, Lassie.
Interesting.
The dog. It's a Lassie. It's a classic dog film.
Okay.
We haven't done any dog films, have we?
Iron Will.
Iron Will.
It wasn't really a dog film, though.
It's like a wolf film.
It was a wolf film. Or
It's literally
Huskies.
in the
I
name.
think they were
The
Huskies.
Huskies, yeah.
All right, we'll do Lassie next week.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, then we got to end with our favorite quote.
My quote. It's so easy.
All right, well, mine will be, you will be contacted. The person you're going to be contacted by, their code name will be Boris. And yours will be...
Tina?
No, Doris.
Mine is obviously, hey, Sand Spider, you're fired.